Alright, DLMW 664 Productions here, and today I'll be going through that box that was sent to me by Grand Trunk Western 6039 UNC. So, let's get on with it. Alright, so here's the entire collection of rolling stock and engines that was in that box. Now, some of these are actually quite unique where they're wooden bodied. Now, I've never really owned any wooden body pieces of equipment. I've had pieces of equipment with wood on them, but not ones entirely made out of wood, like this tank car, which is why I'm holding it up here. But you could see some of the places that the paint has either fell off or has not been painted in the first place. And they're quite neat. So I'm going to go more into detail on these pieces of equipment. So here they are. This again is the tank car. This will go good with the tank train that I already have going, my one car train. So this will be able to make that train a two-car train. So the car won't be lonely. Here's what's the road name? Chicago, St. Paul, Minneapolis, and Omaha. That's a new one for me. But this is another wooden-bodied, plastic-shelled car. Quite unique. I do like it. This is a Southern Pacific boxcar. I believe this is an AAR 40-foot 1939 boxcar, similar to the O-scale ones that I have made by Intermountain. Now, I do like this car quite a bit. It's nice, and I will probably keep this around my layout. So be on the lookout for this car on the Q-Tip Central once it's rebuilt. These are two flat cars which are almost identical except for the decks. One is painted, the other is just wood with some glue. However, they seem to be of similar design and they're pretty much identical. So I don't really have much to complain. They're nice flat cars and they'll go great on the fleet. This is an ACF center flow hopper car. I'm not exactly sure who made this. However, it's quite a nice car, and I'll probably look into putting some trucks underneath it from some company so that I could actually run it. And I do like it. Even though it's old and battered and bruised, it's got a nice character to it. Now, there's three of this one, so you are actually seeing three cars. I'll fit them right here. These are all Bachmann. One has couplers and one set of wheels. The other has couplers and just the trucks. And the other only has the trucks, no couplers. So I'll likely be able to butcher these for parts, which will be quite useful because some shells are in better condition than others. All that leaves left besides the locomotives are these two flat cars, which are pretty much exactly identical. I believe these are lifelike products, and they're quite well weighted. So I will be placing these into service using a couple of Tyco trucks I stole off of a Tyco caboose. Anyways, I'm going to clear all this rolling stock off my desk and then show you all of the locomotives. Alright, so I'll get these shells out of the way first. This is a lifelike Santa Fe F-unit shell, and it's quite nice. I do like the graphics on it. However, it has some pretty nasty holes in the frame. I have a suspicion of why these are here, and I'll show them later in this video. This is another lifelike shell, although it doesn't have as many holes as the other one. The holes on this one are intentional as to where they are. Now, this shell was out of GTW's personal collection. So he was kind enough to let me have it because he didn't have the chassis for it, and I thank him for that. This is a Bachmann Erie Lackawanna F-unit shell, and this is also out of GTW's personal collection, so thanks to him for that. Now on to the powered locomotives. These are all powered and have yet to be tested, which will be the next part of this video. But this is a lifelike Jeep 38-2, and similar to mine, it's, well, the handrails are not in the best condition. However, they're actually present on this model. This one's just missing a horn. This is an Athearn Blue Box Jeep 40 or likewise. I'm not entirely sure what the model number of this is from EMD. However, it's quite a nice locomotive. This is out of GTW's personal collection, and he said that it sparks like there is no tomorrow. So that is something I'll have to look into and hopefully fix with my trusty track eraser, which is hiding right back here. This is a Suline F unit, and this is actually quite heavy. I like this, and this is one I've actually already done work on. This was missing a gear at first, so I replaced the gear with a rubber band similar to the Athearn band drive system. So when I tested it, it ran. However, I don't know if the repair has held up, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this one should run like a Swiss watch. This is another lifelike, and this has a 5-pole motor, so I'm going to give the odds of this one running a pretty good chance. However, there are little dents in the paint which aren't the most aesthetically appealing. They look like nail polish or something like that. It could just be from the red of the other shell rubbing against this, but it's still a nice locomotive all in all. Anyways, I'm going to get to testing these. Alright, so here we go. First unit I'll be testing is the Suline unit, and it worked when I put the rubber band in it. However, it doesn't seem to want to turn over now. So this is something I'll have to fix. The next unit I'll test is a Santa Fe engine, and this is a lifelike with a 5-pole. I have pretty much no doubt in the world that this is going to turn over and run. And it does, just like that. It actually seems like quite a smooth runner. I'll just go through and give it an oil, open it up and clean off the commutator, and that should run like a Swiss watch. The next engine I'm going to test is this lifelike. Now this has a pancake motor, and so long as nothing's all gummed up, it should run. It does not look like it has been cleaned or seen daylight in a very long time though. So, without further ado, we got lights, but it's not moving. So this I might actually make a restoration video on, because these old lifelikes, well, they're quite interesting with the way they work. Some of them are a mixed bag. You'll get some that work flawlessly, and then you'll have this one that doesn't work at all. Anyways, this is an Athearn Blue Box locomotive. Getting back on the brighter side of things, and this thing should run. Grant sent it to me and said that it did run, however it was very sparky. So that is one thing that I will have to see for myself and see if my Lionel track eraser could solve that issue. And I can see what he meant by sparky. This thing is sparking as I roll it down the tracks. But this will make an interesting restoration. It smells horrible of ozone, so it probably needs a lot of cleaning and new grease on the gears and the wheels. So I'll have to take all these apart, oil them up, and that's really it. Wait for those videos, and for now this is DLMW 664 Productions, signing off.